Welcome everyone. Today we'll talk about fertilizer, impacts of chemical or inorganic fertilizer, and the importance of organic fertilizer in sense of environmental perspective. We know the population of the world is rising and the world is facing serious food crisis. For meeting the global need for food, farmers need to use fertilizer, but the fertilizer have a serious environmental impacts. So first we'll talk about what is fertilizer and the basic definition of fertilizer. So fertilizer is a chemical or natural substance added to soil or land to increase its fertility. Fertilizer replaces the nutrients that crops remove from the soil. Without the addition of fertilizer, crop yields and the agricultural productivity would be significantly reduced. We use fertilizer to provide nutrients not available in the soil, replace nutrients removed at the time of harvest, balance nutrients for better produce quality and higher yield. Gradually, some very bright students of environmental science will talk about the issue, the alternative of the inorganic fertilizer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Simu Bhowmik. Now I am going to talk about types of fertilizer. There are two types of fertilizer, inorganic fertilizer and organic fertilizer. Inorganic fertilizer are chemical fertilizer that contain nutrient elements for the growth of crops made by chemical process. It has negative impact on the environment. Inorganic fertilizer are following: nitrogen fertilizer, phosphorus fertilizer. Nitrogen fertilizer contain nitrogen necessary for the development of crops. Phosphorus fertilizer, the main nutrient in a phosphorus fertilizer is phosphorus. Organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizer are natural fertilizer obtained from animal and plant. It has no negative impact on the environment. Organic fertilizer can be obtained from the following products: agricultural waste, industrial waste, municipal sludge, livestock manure.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I am Faisal. As we know, there are two types of fertilizer. One is organic and another one is inorganic fertilizer. Now, I will provide a clear conception about the impacts of inorganic fertilizer on our environment and biodiversity. Use of inorganic fertilizer causes a plethora of damage of our environment and biodiversity. We have to know about how much impacts are acting behind this activity. We will be going through some impacts of inorganic fertilizer. The first one is pollution to water sources. We know underground water sources are getting polluted continuously by nitrogen flows. And the second one is eutrophication. Eutrophication is being a serious problem for lakes and river waters because of ammonia, nitrogen and nitrate compounds. Now, what about soil structure? Is there any impact on soil structure or soil fertility? The answer is a big yes. Extensive use of inorganic fertilizer can change the soil pH, and it also upsets beneficial microbial ecosystems and increase pests, acidification of soil, which leads to reduce the beneficial microbial community, and it also releases some greenhouse gases. So in recapitulation, inorganic fertilizer is completely harmful to our environment and biodiversity. We should figure out the alternatives to inorganic fertilizer.
Organic fertilizer can be grouped into different categories: manure and compost, green manure, plant stubble, root residues, and other fertilizers. Out of all the organic fertilizers, good quality manure is excellent source of organic nutrients, which consist of solid and liquid pieces. Organic fertilizer can be produced from household compost. Prepare a large container with cover and drain basin. Collect the food waste and other solid waste. Cut into small size. Filter the water. Input the waste into the bucket or container and add some sugar to reduce odor. After 2 or 3 weeks, you can discharge the waste out and cover it with leaf soil into backyard. After about 1 month, we can fill the warming on the top of compost. Repeat the step of above and continue. Regularly discharge the brown water. After several months, 2 or 4 months, the compost can be used as conditional soil. Organic fertilizer also produced from natural compost in farms. Pile up the animal manure, agriculture waste, food waste and other organic matter to above 1 meter high. Constantly repile the compost to maintain the high temperature and supply of oxygen. Repeat step 2 for 2 or 3 months and the compost will be produced. It can be used as organic fertilizer in our farm. Microorganisms in the compost will begin to reproduce, decompose and generate the heat by microbial activity will warm up the compost to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Rashma Akter. Now I am presenting group 4 and my topic is importance of organic fertilizer. As you all know, organic fertilizer is usually made from plant or animal waste. Think manure or compost. They can also be highly processed products with a compost or manure base. Now come to the importance. Organic fertilizer has importance to the soil structure. Because of the organic matter present in organic fertilizer, soil structure is improved and as a result, the soil's ability to hold onto water and nutrients increases. Organic fertilizers are sustainable and environmental friendly. Synthetic fertilizers run off into our waterways, harming marine life and water quality. Organic fertilizers do not run off as easily and are associated with soil structure. According to the Organic Trade Association, organic fertilizers increases species biodiversity by 30% compared to the synthetic fertilizer. Microbes thrive. Synthetic fertilizer consists of chemical molecules without carbon. These molecules can sometimes be disruptive and are not accessible to microbes. On the other hand, organic fertilizers is rich in organic matter which helps microbes thrive. Organic fertilizer contains carbon as part of its chemical makeup and it is the carbon along with nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium that feeds microbes and enables them to make nutrient available for plants in a naturally occurring biology. There are more benefits of organic fertilizers. Some synthetic fertilizers can cause plant damage to leaves and roots. This is less likely with organic. Organic fertilizer reduce fertilizers and pesticides. Although organic fertilizers can be more costly than synthetic, it can reduce the need for pesticides and the overall nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium requirements. Because of the reductions, organic fertilizer can be cost neutral and sometimes a cost saving. Thank you very much everyone.
Hello everyone, I am Samsul Arefin. My presentation topic is why farmers are using organic fertilizer rather than chemical fertilizer. First of all, chemical fertilizers are inorganic, synthetic and artificial, made from fossil fuel, petroleum products and rocks. Process more means uses gas, electricity and other etc. Damage the soil for long term. In other words, organic fertilizers are environmental friendly, biodegradable, renewable and eco-friendly, improve the quality of soil and as well as organic fertilizer known as soil conditioner. We also use organic fertilizer as a smart growth. We use organic fertilizer rather than the chemical fertilizer. Sustainable growth. Organic fertilizer is more greener, resource efficient, sustainable and low carbon economy. Inclusive growth. The organic based fertilizer industry generates local employment opportunities and regional economic development across both rural and urban areas. Organic fertilizer have immense benefit for the soil and crop production. It improves soil structure and preserve essential nutrients that crops need in order to grow well. So we can say that organic fertilizer is more beneficial rather than inorganic fertilizer or chemical fertilizer. That's all. Thanks everyone.